Hello, my friends. Today, I want to discuss with you why I genuinely believe that if you have ADHD, starting a one-person business is the best thing that you can do. Now, I'm really not usually this evangelical about anything, but with the one-person business, I see something that can actually work for our brain chemistry. And if you're ADHD, you know that those things are very fucking rare. So, what is a one person business? Why is it the best for how we think? And how do you start one? Is what we're going to cover. Now, a one person business is exactly what it says on the tin. Traditionally, a business requires a founder, a CEO, employees, management. It's a very hierarchical system, much like usual employment systems and the education system. All the systems that ADHD thinking do not really fit in with. So if we can pluck ourselves from that kind of system and put ourselves into a better system that only relies on us to run it, then we're onto something. We just have to make sure that the system doesn't require too much focus, especially in long stretches around things that we may find boring. Otherwise, we're fucked. So essentially, we need a high leverage business. And that is what the one person business model allows for. Now, I've been in business 7 or 8 years at this point. I started with an agency model. I've done Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, web design, content creation, remote editing, and then consultancy. And through each of those things, I've gained more leverage. Like from doing editing and web design, there's a lot more leverage in doing consultancy, because for round about the same kind of one-time fee, you could have a certain amount of videos or a website created, or you could have a month's worth of me being on Zoom telling you what to do. So the more leverage you can have, the more in alignment with your ADHD your business is. However, there's a step above consultancy where you create an asset that you then sell, and that can be sold whilst you're asleep. It can be sold whilst you're in the garden filming videos. It can be sold at any time, and there's an opportunity for you to be paid no matter what you're doing. So you are not actively involved in creating the income off the back of it being created in the first instance. And that, I think, is magical. And I think it is the key to more ADHD people being able to feel like there's not really anything wrong with them. Because like I said, those systems of employment and education do not serve us. They are built in direct contradiction to our brain chemistry. So that is what a one-person business looks like. How do we start one? To start an online one-person business, you have to have that thing to sell to create the leverage. In order to do that, you need to figure out where you know something that other people don't. It's as simple as that. Don't overcomplicate this. Business is literally just exchanging value for money. And value is anything that you know that somebody else doesn't. And you can put that into a course. You can sell that as a digital PDF, like an ebook kind of thing, or you can do guided meditations or anything like that. Anything that you have that not many other people can do. However, caveat to this, if something is selling, it means you could do it in a way that would also sell. Just try and put your spin on it. Hot take for you. If you've heard of MRR, Master Resell Rights, personally, I think you should stay the fuck away from that, because the way that I think, being ADHD, is that I need to have my own thing. If I'm trying to sell someone else's shit, I'm not going to be engaged in it. It's not going to be exciting. Whereas if I can make my own content, if I can make my own courses, I'm going to feel like I'm involved to a level that excites me. Is it harder? Fuck yeah. You have to build your own reputation. But it's better than giving it a go and then giving it up later on down the line because you're not that bothered about it. But that is the first step towards creating a one-person business, is to have something to sell. How do we sell it? Through social media. Literally, we are living in an age where we can have unlimited distribution for free. That has never been possible in history before. With traditional media, you'd have to pay a lot, hundreds and thousands, millions even, to be on TV, radio, billboards. And now we don't. You can literally post content online for free and have people see it without paying a thing. If you then want to expedite your results and make things go a bit quicker, you can run ads, which moves the needle quicker than it otherwise would, but there is no obligation to. What you have to understand is that you need to be able to create content that's going to make people want to buy your shit. If you don't mention that you have shit to buy in your content, nobody knows that you've got it, and no one's going to buy it. So therefore, whenever you're making content, make it relevant, at least somewhat, to the product that you have, and then make sure that you link to that product off the back of the content. And that's about it. From those first two steps of having something to sell and then promoting it, everything else is optimization, it's doing a better job, but those are the two foundational steps. If you can get those two things down, you have the opportunity to make money while you sleep. If you want to know how to make the course and then the kind of content that you need to promote it, check out in the link below Fast and Simple Profits, because it's exactly what I go over. If you then want to continue on the content creation journey, I also have a course called Content Made Easy, which will help with more two-camera content creation and a studio setup. And apart from that, go and start a one-person business if you're ADHD. Even if you do it as a side project, side hustle. Like, I needed to know that there was the possibility of change when I was stuck in jobs that I hated. And now, knowing the possibilities, seeing other people online do incredibly well, like, why not try it? And being ADHD, that is something that generally we're pretty good at. Give it a go. And if you want any other help or just any pointers, anything like that, feel free to message me on Instagram, because I'm here for you. I've been where you've been. I don't want anyone to ever suffer in the way that I have. It is my mission to alleviate that suffering, because it will make all of the suffering that I did worthwhile. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope this all makes sense. Go start your one-person business. Shoot me a message on Instagram if you need, and check out the links below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.